It's day 10 with my first Mustang. After taking the day yesterday just to kind of hang out with him, I've decided to change my approach a little bit and try and play on his natural curiosity as much as possible to aid in the training, rather than focusing on trying to touch him immediately. This morning I started off by just approaching him with the stick outstretched and approaching him directly from the front. Previously I've been trying from the side, but he is very head shy, so we need to really work on him being comfortable with things around and touching his face. Now I know that he likes his face scratched because he immediately walked up yesterday to the hay bag that was laid over the fence and began scratching it, so that is the area that I'm going to be scratching as soon as he is comfortable with the stick being in his area. What you'll see me doing here is approaching with my stick outstretched. He shies away a little bit, so I'll just get as close as I can without making him take a step, and then I'll wait. And as soon as I get both of his ears, which means I have all of his attention, then I will back off and give him that release immediately for giving me his attention. This is a valuable tool throughout all of training. 20 minutes, I brought his feet in and sat down once again. And like I said, playing on his natural curiosity by just sitting here, he walked up and actually smelled my boots, which is the first time that he has voluntarily wanted anything to do with me. And now for the remainder of this session, I'm just going to repeat the activity that I ended yesterday's session with, which was just petting the air next to his face and around him and moving my arms around just to get him used to the natural motions that humans make throughout our daily lives and our interactions with our horses. Here it's a little hard to see, but my hand is about 4 inches from his face, which already is a very large improvement from where he was at yesterday with this exercise. Now, I'm traditionally not a big fan of using feed while working with a horse like this, but I think in his case, where all of his interactions with humans have not been the most positive, that bringing in a reinforcement that makes him feel good, like food, is very beneficial for progress. As you can see, I've been able to actually stroke his face right in that itchy spot between his eyes twice by this point in the session. And here I just wanted to stop and note a quote that I can't remember who said it, but I want to share it. They said, "Put your heart in your hand and then touch your horse." And I think what this quote is meaning is, if you are truly being present and being completely conscious of your entire state, you can put all of your awareness into your hand and all of your love into your hand before you touch your horse. And I think they definitely understand and pick up on that energetic cue. And that can really help them to feel more comfortable and safe around humans, especially when you're dealing with a horse that has been in bad situations with humans before. I've also shifted my priorities away from getting him to let me touch him and shifted them towards just getting him comfortable with me at a distance, which seems pretty obvious, but my boarding facility manager doesn't know that he's not halter broke, and technically he's supposed to be, so I was understandably a little bit concerned about getting him to that point, but it's more important that I focus on our relationship and deal with the boarding facility last if necessary. Here I'm just blown away. I was able to stroke his face gently while he continued chewing right next to me, and we ended the session on an amazing note.